Welcome to Noob Crusher Tycoon. We are going to be taking a look at the entire Tycoon as it's being built here. You can see that it is relatively big. I only have one thing left to do, and that is to rebirth for the 6th time. Although, if you can get to Rebirth 5, you will complete this Tycoon and everything there is to do in it. It does not take a very long time to get to a Rebirth, especially once you start getting certain items, but we'll go through the entire thing and I'll show you everything there is to unlock. So let's start outside. Here we have statues that are here, just some outdoorsy bits that you can unlock, the path, lights, that kind of thing. But we're gonna come inside here, and as you can see, we have a lot of stuff. There are droppers in here, and this game is, since it's called Noob Crusher Tycoon, well, you gotta imagine that there's one thing you're gonna be doing, and that is crushing noobs. And so of course you've got these spawners here that are going to spawn some noobs in. This one has a saw that cuts their arms off. This one then crushes, upgrades, and then crushes again, and then it goes into this like grinder crusher thingy, which will then make us some money. Every one of these things are sort of like upgraders to give us more money overall. This one in here has a noob flinger, which will throw them into this crusher right here, where they will then get cut up by lasers and drawn into this auger thing that will then put them into an incinerator. Over here you can upgrade a bunch of different things, and even rebirth right here, but these things will all give you more money overall. So conveyor speed, spawn speed of how many noobs you get, how often you get a rare noob, and maybe even how much they're worth, and then how much you get every time they drop in and die. And so this one right here can be upgraded infinitely, and this one even stays after you rebirth. So make sure that you put a bunch of money into this one. In the back here we have a plinko machine where noobs will spawn in from the top, drop down here, and then land in one of these where it'll increase how much they pay. Coming over here to the left, here is the second area that you'll be going into, and this right here is a giant grinder here, and there will be a crusher here for the noobs, which they'll then get stomped on by a foot and then pushed and then put into this right here. If we go up to the second floor of this little area, we have a conveyor that drops noobs here that will then be upgraded and then incinerated and turn into pieces where they will then drop down into here. Let's go up to the next floor. So we are here on floor 2, and here we have right over here some giant noobs who will be spawned in, burned with acid, crushed by a crusher, turned into waffles in this waffle maker, if it'll show it, and then they will drop into here and go into the crusher down below. Okay, here we go. Now they're being turned into waffles. And make sure you don't fall in there yourself. I just got waffled a little bit there. Over here we have more noobs who are getting shot out both ends. So this end, they're getting flung into here. They're getting flung, actually, as you can see, by a pair of hammers up here. And then over here, these guys are going into this like deep fryer where they're getting fried and then drop down over here. So coming up and over to the other side, we have more droppers here, where they come into this like chain of walls, then they get incinerated and burnt up, and then they go down into the grinder over there. All right, so let's head up to the next floor. So this floor up here is huge. As you can see, there's a giant thing that's going to fling these guys around. They're going to go into this funnel over here where they will then drop into the grinder over there. There's also a little elevator that they go into. So you got this elevator that takes them and puts them up there. We've also got the hammers over here. Over on this one is a funnel where it just launches them into the funnel. So it's the same funnel as this one over here. Over here we have some like observation stuff so we can watch the plinko machine if we really wanted to. And that seems to be about it in terms of the Tycoon. There are some weapons you can get, so if you really want to come out here and shoot other players, you can do that. Sometimes people will also buy money storms, so you'll be playing and then you might see a bunch of money start falling from the sky. That is because somebody may have bought a money storm, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the entirety of the Tycoon. A lot of these items require rebirths, and so if you want to rebirth, you just go over here, pay the money for it. The whole entire Tycoon will explode from a nuke, that will then go off, and you will need to start over from the beginning. If you want to see this black line and you have rebirthed and don't have it, you'll need to leave the game and come back. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like on it. Feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time. BubbaTV24 signing out.